I have one quick question. What's the interest rate? I mean, we get the interest rate at what we bonded, the original money, or we reauthorize this money to be spent and then we bond it at a different rate? What rate are we getting?
Basically, what we did to get these projects done so far is we've taken out bond anticipation notes, which means like taking chunks of money out,
Okay.
and we haven't done the full bonding yet, and that would be done this June. We're scheduled for that on June 16th, I believe.
I'm just, the reason I asked was last year rates were low, and I'm assuming they're going up now. And if we bond it next year, we'll be paying at a higher rate. I'm just
The
curious.
plan, if we have successful budget, Proposition 3 approval, is to bond the entire project out
Okay.
this June, which would have taken the bands and put them all into one big project.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Wayne, in your overview, you reference a 2A4, which just says work in progress or work being currently worked on. Has the 2A4 gone out to bids yet?
No, it has not.
Everything else, the 2A1, 2, and 3 are out to bids, and we've got committed and signed contracts for that work.
That is correct.
All right. So, how much of an exposure, since we're continuing over 2 years, is there to the amount of money remaining in the bond, getting the work done, and do we have a cushion there of some work that if it came in higher? I anticipate it's going to get higher over the next 2 years than it has in the past.
I'm going to revert this one to Lou, because what he has explained to us is that we have a certain amount of bargain summer. So Lou, if you want to go into a little bit of the detail for Dan.
What we've done is broken the project up into 2 summers. This first summer is going to be bid separately than second summer. So 2010, we're looking to do some floor tile replacement, asbestos, and VCT replacement, and take a portion of that $2.7 million. The next summer is going to be ceilings and more floor tile replacement. And the way we're going to also bid out some of this work is to have separate schools bid out as separate prime contracts. So what it's going to do is have us give us the flexibility to still award to one school and possibly reduce the scope at another school.
So
And still keep to the budget.
So we're creating a competitive situation even within the bidding, so.
Correct, correct.
Which will help to keep the prices down.
Right. The other thing what we did is when we were in the planning stage for this is we didn't use what was actual numbers we were seeing on the street today. We said for the summer of 2010, we actually put a little extra in there because we started planning this last fall. So we said we weren't exactly sure where the economy might be going. Is this coming out of it? Will we see less workforce? Then for 2011, we've put in an additional 5% over what we thought would be in cost in 2010 for 2011.
So comparing the work you're trying to do against the money available, you actually have built-in cushions that allow us for the expanding economy if it happens?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Also with 2A4, the kind of work we're doing, as we've done in the past, another kind of cushion is how much replacement work we can do, so that if, let's say, if costs were to go up significantly, we would do a little bit less floor and a little bit less ceiling, correct?
One of the things we're doing is we build in, as I think you've seen what we've done on previous ones, you've seen that there's a base and then there's alternates that we've said then selected. And we've been very lucky, because the economy, we were able to buy all those alternates and that's what we'll be doing the same thing here. We're going to be doing base work, and then we have alternates built in for more floor tile work. So as the numbers come in, if they start creeping up, which we're really seeing, I mean, the construction industry is getting more and more stagnant, all right, is that it's going to continue to be good for school districts, okay? And in reality, it's one of the biggest stimulus still around for a local economy is the construction industry, and school districts will be a big benefit of that stuff.
And just to clarify, the reason we don't have to ask the voters about 2A4, we're continuing the same kind of work. We don't have to get new project numbers with SED. And the reason what we're asking the voters to do is to allow us to change the direction of the money they've already authorized. We have to get new project numbers.
Yes, you're
and
correct.
so on. Is that right? So I just want to make that clear. That's why 2A4, we can just keep doing some of the same work we've already gotten. We're doing more of the same kind of work?
Doing more of the same kind of work. Just to clarify, though, the state did want us to, even though it's the same kind of work, they wanted us to reapply
Okay.
for approval on that stuff. But the bridge and the bus loop definitely needs voter authorization, because that's a big switch from what you previously were looking at.
Okay, so to be clear, there's no new money for the bus loop and for the North Park Bridge. And if Proposition 3 were to fail, we still have to come back to the voters to replace the North Park Bridge, because it has about one more year of assurance of safety. It starts to get iffy. So the bridge has to be replaced. We own it. The state doesn't own it. And here's an opportunity to replace the bridge with no new cost to the taxpayer, something we have to do anyway. And the middle school bus loop is a real health and safety issue for current students and for students to come through there. So again, it's an opportunity to take advantage of the savings and to do two big projects for the school district. So Proposition 3 will be yes, no, to authorize us to do it, but no new money attached. I just want to be clear, we'll be starting to say that and hearing that a lot. And this is the first time we can get this really out to the public. So thank you, everybody. Much appreciated.